Hey guys, this is a long overdue video for my 2021 bullet journal setup. So without further ado, let's start. So I'm using this Archer and Olive notebook and the sticker set from Zootopia, Space Zootopia, I think that's the name, and this calendar from Midori, and the journal card from Simply Guild. And I taped this calendar on the back of the card, mainly for decorational purpose. And also I'm lazy, I don't want to draw anything on the back of it. So there it is. I'm taping it to the side of the inside cover. So it's completely flush with the page there. And it's really easy to use. So I just flip it open and I can see it from any page in this notebook. And now I'm using this Pentel marker, putting in my name. And for the cover, I'm using this gray color to write in 2021 in numeric numbers. And then this dark blue that matches the sticker, wrote in 2021 in English. So just a little bit of layering, create a little bit more interesting dynamic. And using this mild liner brush in this burnt orange color. It's the best matching color I can find to this orange on the sticker. And then I'm using this sticker for decoration. It's like an astronaut pointing up, so I have it pointing at the 2021 and then the planet on the bottom of it. So just very easy decoration, but also looks really good, which is why I chose to use stickers, because there's no way I can draw this well, so why even try? And then this next page is my 21 for 2021. I'm trying my best to do brush lettering. Not very good at it, but it's one of my goals this year to get better at it. We'll see. We'll see if I can do really well next year when I'm trying to writing in the titles. And then for the 4, I just used this Micron in 03. And then 2021 using the same orange color that I used in the front cover page. These are the 3 colors that I'm going to use throughout this yearly setup: the orange, dark blue, and the gray color you will see soon that I'm using for drop shadow. So I have already penciled in the boxes. So there are 6 boxes that I'm going to divide my 21 goals for 2021 into. And then because I have already penciled in, I see some empty space. So I decided to put in some stickers from the sticker set. And I decided the title part is a little bit bare, so I drew in some stars with a little stardust on the side, matching what they have on the sticker. I don't mind drawing, actually. It's just a lot of time is time consuming, so I decided just do minimal drawing in my planner, but majority of the time I'm going to use stickers, stamps, washi tapes, things that are already there, because I did spend quite a bit of money, bought a lot of supplies when I first got into planning, and this might be the year that I use everything. So I use this gray color for drop shadowing, and now I'm writing in all the titles. So as before, I'm using those three colors. So for the dark blue, the orange, and the gray, they say they're just alternating. So as you can see, I have growth, career, social media, finance, personal. I forgot what the last one is. Let's find out. And wellness for my physical fitness and also my mental wellness. So just using the same micron pen, drawing in the boxes. I prefer to draw it in freehand. I don't like to use rulers. I like the sketchiness of it. It just looks more free-handed. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there, but just drawing in the boxes, like have them overlapped. I'm not going to write in any of my goals in this video. This video is mainly just to set up the layouts and the spreads for the yearly section of my bullet journal. And then I'm going to plan out and divide up the whole 21 goals for 2021 after filming. So there is my yearly goals spread, and then the next one is year at a glance, or more like half year at a glance. So traditionally it will be my future log. It's still future log, it's just a different formatting. Usually I have calendar on top and an empty box on the bottom, just writing down what's happening that month with a date before each event. But this year I decided to do a little bit different because during the time I was trying different planners, I've also used some Japanese planners, and Happy Planner later on had this format where you have a whole year in this vertical format where you have a space for each day of the year. So this way it's much easier for you to see like what's happening on what day of the month, in my opinion. And also, if you do have a really busy month, it's not restricted into just that little box you drew. So this way you at least have some space for every day. And then as before, I drew in some little stars for decoration on the top because I don't think I need to label the pages. It's pretty obvious to me because it is a planner just for me, that this is a half year at a glance or future log. So I don't feel the need to label it. After all, this is just whatever works for me. Just like when people are using grid spacing cheat sheet, a lot of people I've seen making bullet journal spreads using those. And to me, I don't feel the need of it just because I've been using the same type of notebook for a few years now, and I know how many spaces for the typical spreads that I'm going to be making. So like usually I'm making third, and then that will be 8 spaces. So there's really no need for me to make any like cheat sheet for the grid spacing. But you do whatever is best for you. And over here, I'm just blocking out the days that are not there. So now the little calendar comes in handy because I am drawing in lines to divide up every week. I'm drawing in a line after every Sunday. Normally, if I'm using a different color scheme, I would have highlighted Saturday and Sunday. but because the color I'm using this year is a little bit darker, I decided to just draw a line behind Sunday so I can quickly see, okay, this is a week, without having to block the whole roll with a dark color. So same thing, I'm using the 3 colors alternating, but I've changed to the silver brush pen instead of the gray, because the gray was just a little too light. So I'm still going to use the gray, but wherever I'm going to write in the title or drawing in some, like the lines over here, I'm going to use the silver instead, just for easier to read. And also it fits the whole space theme very well as well. Yeah, so this little calendar on the side is like super handy, and the best part is I don't have to spend like an hour and a half writing in every single number and make sure I don't make mistakes. I've done that a year before last year, and last year I used the stamps. But the stamps for me is like you have to make sure every time when you stamp it, you get it the first time. Or if you like miss some numbers because the page is not completely flat, there's no way you can stamp on top of it without making a double line. So that's just my experience with it. So yeah, this calendar sticker basically saved my life. So in this spread, I am creating my daily routine page. Instead of my normal daily routine, this is my daily routine work from home edition. As you all know, ever since 2020 quarantine happened, a lot of companies switched to work from home. And me being in the tech industry, it's like for sure we're working from home until I don't even know when. So this is my work from home edition of my timelines. And then there I have on the left side will be for my weekdays, and on the right side will be for my weekends. And then as usual, I'm not going to write in my routines in this video. I will flip it later on in my later video to show you what my daily routine looks like. But yeah, right now it's just for layouts and just to block it out. And on the right side of it, I decided to do a little quote page, and it says either you run the time or the time runs you, which I think is really fitting for on the side of the daily routine page. And here I'm using that same silver brush pen colored in this circle looking like a planet, and then a little sloth on the space rocket. So it's just really simple. And then for the wording, I'm using the same dark blue color that I used throughout. And as you could tell before, I'm not very good at brush lettering, so this is just block lettering. And the silver color didn't dry very well. I got it on my hand, so I put down a little piece of paper to protect my hand from rubbing on that silver ink all over the page. So just a very simple quote page. And my next spread is for my fitness. As you could tell, I'm basically making a yearly, well, more like a monthly tracker in my yearly spreads for some of my main goals, because this is also one of the category in my goals page, because I don't believe I could achieve the goal just like looking at the big goal. I need to break it into small goals, and then for like just easier for me to see and for me to achieve. Because if I'm going to look at this and be like, I'm going to get 6 packs this year, but then how am I going to get there? Like, I'm still going to have to make plans, make goals to get to my final goal. So this is what it is for my fitness. I have broken it into 3 different small goals, And for each small goal, I have a plan of action where I will write down what I'm going to do to get to this goal. And on the bottom of that, I have a photo and date section where you notice I wrote it inside of the box instead of on top of the box because the photo will cover up the words photo/date. And then before I print the photo, I will edit the date on it so I will see what day I achieved that goal. And then when I do achieve that goal, what reward I'm getting. Basically something, maybe a cute little dress that I could finally fit in, that I will reward myself for it. But I'm going to try to stay away from buying me a big meal for the reward because that's like counterintuitive. It's like I'm trying to lose weight, and to reward me losing weight is to eat more. That just doesn't make sense to me anymore. I used to do that, but cheat days are getting harder. When I cheat, it's really hard for me to go back. Like one cheat day will become like 3 cheat months, and then I will lose all my progress. So yeah, I'm thinking for reward more like things that I'm using, things I'm wearing, but nothing that I'm eating. And we are trying to start a family soon, so I do need to stay healthy and keep a healthy lifestyle because I just want to prepare my body for um, starting a family. And here I'm using the same gray color. I love this gray. It's N95 from Tumbo. It's like just the right amount of coolness and it's like really light, but it's enough for you to see a little bit of depth when you use for drop shadow. And here on the right side is for my body measurement. So every month, I haven't decided if it's in the beginning of the month or middle of the month or end of the month, I will write down the measurement of each of my body parts. So it's very detailed. Basically, from top to bottom, I go from neck to calf. So all the measurements, I just want to see the progress. So once a month, I'm going to record it down here. And then for the next section, it's also a monthly tracker, but it's in a graph format. So here you will see my failed attempt at another brush lettering, which this one I just cannot overlook. Yeah, I definitely need to practice a whole lot before I can just like freehand it in. Before I was doing the what they call calligraphy. I use pen to write it in and then just thicken the vertical strokes. It's much easier and cleaner than me just trying to freehand it without really knowing how to brush letter. So yeah, this is what I'm doing to fix it. I'm basically coloring it in the whole box. So this is just basic a dark blue background. I'm going to let it dry. So I'm going to draw out the graph first. So I'm going to track both weight and body fat on this graph, and I'm going to have a dotted line in the middle to divide it. So the top will be the body fat tracker and the bottom will be the weight tracker. And each month I'm going to weigh myself, and my scale also has body fat function. The body fat scales are not accurate, but it is really good for you to see in relation to like last month or something, because you are using the same exact scale. So even though it is not accurate, the progress is accurate. So here I'm using the acrylograph pen in white, and the thickness is 3 millimeters, so it's like a marker size, to write in weight and body fat. And then I decided to go over it one more time so it's brighter and pops out a little bit more. And then I make some little dots in the background, kind of like little stars on the night sky. I actually kind of like this. Definitely much better than that brush letter thing I did. And here I use the star stickers. It's the same type of star that I drew in the previous pages. I just didn't want to use all the star stickers in the beginning, and then I ran out, so I decided to draw in the beginning. But now we're getting towards, I think it was like halfway. I think I can just use the sticker now. And I'm trying to put one of these astronaut ducks down, and then I realized all 4 ducks are connected. So here I was, I got up and went look for a knife so I can cut them apart. Sorry, ducks. So here's one duck that I put on top over there, and I cut out the excessive sticker on the side so it's not sticking out the page. And then I put down another duck at this bottom left corner. And this is my 2021 fitness spread. So this spread is really going to help me to achieve my entire fitness goal for 2021. And then my next spread is to help me achieve my financial goals. I named it Money Matters. So I drew a dollar bill, kind of, and then a dollar sign. Over there, I also drew a credit card, but then I was like, what am I going to put on the left side to balance it? And then I decided, I'll just erase it. So using the orange color for a little bit shadowing on the letters. So this is like my normal handwriting. I need to practice on getting more fancy handwritings. And for this spread, I am tracking my monthly subscriptions, my monthly credit card payments, my monthly expenses, and also monthly savings. Well, not really monthly savings, but like savings in general. So for my subscriptions, I do have quite a bit. I have like a few streaming subscriptions. I have a few planner subscriptions, and also a few subscription boxes for my dogs. So just want to keep track how much money it is every month. Most of them are not changing, so I'm just going to write in how much it is in January, and then after that, if I didn't cancel it, I would just basically make a check mark, so I know that month that money is charged. So here, because I kind of really did like that dark bar title format, I used it again over here. But I know it's going to take a little bit to dry, so I drew in that box first. And then for my monthly expenses, I wrote down the month on the left side vertically instead of like for my subscriptions and credit cards, I had my month horizontally. So because I am using the horizontal sections, like my column headers, for the type of expenses. So I do have house expenses, I have food, and like hobby stuff, and then miscellaneous, like just all that. I do want to track how much I'm spending every month for that. So that's what I'm putting down over there. So my day job, I am doing data visualization. So graphs and tables and things like that are what I do normally. So I do like graphs a lot, but tables a lot of times actually is more clear. So it's not always about fancy. It's about what works. So instead of like just half months, I also added a 2021 as a total roll for like how much money I spent in total this year for each categories. And on the right side, I used the same acrylic graph pen in white, wrote in savings for the title, and then put in the remaining two ducks. So I have this duck that is super cute. It's like looking down in my savings jar, and another duck right over there looking back at it. It's just a very simple drawing of a mason jar. And then I have divided into 7 sections inside, each represent $1,000. So hopefully this year I get to save $7,000. Shouldn't be that hard at all, but I do spend a whole lot of money, which I need to get better at this year. So after drawing in the dash lines for different sections, I used the same gray to make it look like a glass jar. I don't know if I did a good job, but that was my intention. And then I extended the lines so they all line up. And then I'm using the orange color to indicate what each line is representing. So hopefully I get to fill out this whole jar by the end of the year. And then I decide to use the silver color to just outline the lid. And then this next spread is what I saw in a lot of YouTubers spread, and I thought it's really interesting. It's a year in Polaroid, because I do have a method for memory keeping. I'm using Coco Daisy's memory keeping TN to put in the photos and for my memory keeping every month, but it is really fun to pick out a most memorable moment or most fun moment, or whatever it is. Pick one per month, and at the end of the year you get to see very quickly, oh, I did that month. I just thought it's a very interesting idea, especially after a few years. You just like take out a few notebooks and just look back. It should be a really fun memory. So here I'm using the format of little Polaroids clipped onto a string. I used to have this set up at my apartment before we bought the house. At my apartment, I had this, it wasn't a string, it was like a chain, a metal chain with clips on it. And then I used to clip photos, I clip coupons, like things like that on it. I thought it was really cute. And I drew the clips a little larger than what I had physically, because I wanted to write in every month on the clip. So yeah. And I just quickly roughed in what each photo is going to be, like the size-wise, because I do have a photo printer that prints out 4x6, so it's not a true Polaroid, but I can just print out any size and cut it down. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do here. And I don't want them to all line up like straight. I want it to be a little bit more interesting, so they're like all over the places basically. I don't know how I'm going to do this one. Now I'm thinking about it. It's going to either overlap or I have to cut that corner so the page is not too bulky. Yeah, but this should be a fun page at the end of the year to look at. Hopefully I have some travel memories. 2020 it just has been just so, what's the word? Like I feel so cooped up inside. I'm pretty sure this is the feeling for a lot of people. I don't know what you guys feel, but like I love erasing the pencil lines. It just looks so much cleaner as soon as the pencil lines are gone. You probably don't see it that clearly on the video, but in person, like you do see all those lines. And I use the same pen, the acrylograph pen, wrote in 2021 Polaroids, and then I use the silver color to color in all the clips, which I'm going to write each month in 3 letters, like the short version of each month on the clips. So here's my attempt to write it in using Tumbo. The color immediately just disappeared. I tried to write over it a few times, it just disappears. And you can only see like a ghost of it. It's just not working. But I kept at it and kept writing in. But later on, after the video, I went back with acrylograph pen and dark blue, and that showed up really well. This Tombow is not meant to be writing on the metallic marker, I should say. So the next page here, my chore list page. My chore list page is the page that I had for a year or so, but then this page on the right is what I added this year because it's just fitting to put it here. So for my chore list page, I have divided up into 6 sections again, but this 6 sections is time range. So I have a box for daily, a box for weekly, and then bi-weekly, and then monthly, and then quarterly. And the last box is what I do annually or semi-annually. So like for my daily chores, it's things just like dishes, laundry, if there is any, and then like clean litter boxes, just like simple daily chores I need to do. But then for like weekly and monthly stuff, sometimes I need a little reminder. So I do have all those listed out, the things that I need reminders of. Especially for like my pet's deworming, like to wash my cats, because my cats really don't feel dirty, but I still need to wash them every couple months, at least every couple months, but preferably monthly. Sometimes just because they don't get dirty, I don't remember to do it. So that's something I need to remember. And then here, the next page is when did I last? So in this page is a really good reminder of like when did I last wash my cat. So this is where it comes really handy. So this is a new page that I added into my spread after watching some other YouTubers. I was like, oh, that's even better than just having the list of chores. Like, not only I can see what I need to do monthly, I also get to see if I did it last month. So here I listed out like few things that I need a reminder of. And for each, should I say chores? For each chore, I have 8 dates or 8 spaces for dates, with the last one having 24 spaces for dates, because that's where I log when I wash my dogs, because they do need to be washed, if not weekly, definitely bi-weekly if they go to the dog park, which we're trying to take them to whenever we can, but then because we're in Seattle area, it just rains so much, and the dog park is all muddy, and my boy dog Oreo does not like the rain. So Seattle may be not a good place for him, but for right now, we're just hoping for sunny days so we can take them to dog parks so they can just run around. And I am decorating the page with more stickers. And I have this cute astronaut sticker to put on the bottom of the When Did I Last page. I thought it was really cute. You will see the full sticker when I do the final flip through. So here on my next page, I have books read. Normally I have books to read instead of books read, because I just log down or write down whenever I see a book I want to read. But then this year I wanted to do it a little bit differently. I want to write down all the books I've read, like I finished reading, and then I want to write down like what the format is, if it's digital or if it's paper, and then when I started the book and when I finished, and then the rating. So if I like the book, and what kind of like star rating I will give to this book. So just a very simple table format. And then here for the next page is also very similar. Instead of movies to watch, I have this page as movies watched. So similarly, I will write down the location where I watched it. So if it's at the theater or if it's at home via streaming service. Now that I think about it, maybe I should add a column that says who I went with, but I can just write it down next to the location or below the location, so I don't have to redo this spread. So I'm trying my best to draw like the film for the decoration. This is why I prefer not drawing, because it's just so time consuming, just little things. Like for some people, I'm pretty sure it's very soothing to them and they just love to draw. I love to draw as well, but I don't want to feel the stress, the pressure of, oh my god, I'm starting a new spread, I have to draw. You know, I want to draw in my own pace, and I don't want to have this pressure of drawing to stop me from journaling, which is the main point of this journal. So I was just quickly flipping through to see how many spreads I have left and if I have enough stickers to decorate it, so I don't like end up with no stickers later. So for this page is for my TV series tracker. So this page is not going to be in a table format because I'm going to write down the TV series name. I'm going to write down all the episodes with little boxes, and then for each episode I watch, I'll just color it in. So that way, if I do start a TV series and got sidetracked and I want to go back to it, I know what series, what episode I am on. And then the next spread is used for my instrument that I've been learning for the past 5 years. I should be really good by now if I practice a lot, but now I'm just like mediocre. So this is the page where I log the new songs I learned this year. So I will write down the songs that I want to learn, and then if I bought the sheet music, I'll check it out. I'll check it over there where it says sheet music, and then when I finished it. So my plan is to learn to play 6 new songs this year. So seems pretty achievable, but we'll see. And then here my next spread is basically my shopping guide. Not for everything, but like for specific stuff. This is for my Dashing Diva nails. Right now in the video, I'm wearing the Dashing Diva Magic Press nails. It's just super easy manicure in my opinion, so why not? And I do have quite a bit. What I'm tracking here is that each box they have 34, I think, 34 or 30 nail pieces, and then I can make no. Is it 34 or 30? Either way, it's 30 something. I can make 2 sets out of it because, like for example, for my thumb, I can either use 0 or 1. With 1, it's just going to show a little bit empty space on the sides, but it's not that much. So I can make 2 sets out of 1 box. I think it's really good. And then on the right side is my wish list. I'm going to use pictures. So basically whatever I want to get or whatever I want, I'll print out a picture and paste it there with like prices and the website or where to get it, something like that. And then this last thing is for my eyeglasses prescription. Alright, so I decided to come back to my goals page to put in the last little drop shadow before I finish my yearly setup. It just looks so much different just for a little drop shadow. That's why I love it so much. Okay, so let's flip through. Alright, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.